right. There we go. All right. All right. Good to see everybody there, man. Hopefully everybody's got a big smile. All right. So, hey, so good to be with you. Let's get started. I am excited about what I'm going to share with you. And the reason that I am so excited about it is because I've had just the last couple of days to focus on this and to really give some what I consider to be deep direction in regards to this. And it means the world to me that you'd be on this call. I know that we're going to go Facebook Live. I think it's probably spinning into Facebook Live now. And the reason why I'm so excited is because this is the stuff that, as I've been reflecting over these last 5-6 weeks, as we've been going through everything that we've been dealing with, is really taking a step back and asking yourself this one question. Here's the question of the day. And it's a question, I have to tell you, this morning, early this morning, I was on a hike. And I was up, some of you know where Mill Creek Canyon is, and I went to the Salt Lake City Overlook with Jennifer. And as we brought our little dogs, and in fact, I'll probably post on social media something there. But as I was walking along, I came up with that question. I just said to myself, man, what am I committed to right now? And I think that here we are, the first business day. I got a great call, a little special shout out to Tina Hare, who said, you know what, this last weekend, we put 6 homes under contract. So look, whether it's California, whether it's Utah, or wherever you're working in this business throughout the country, my observation is there's business to be had. And yes, is it more difficult? Yes, is it more challenging? So I want to give you, in fact, I was reading these things to Jennifer this morning, and as I was reading them, I read a quote, and I want to start off with this quote today, and I think it is relevant to everything that we're going to talk about. And I have a number of notes that I'm going to work off of, and I'm going to ask each one of you a number of different questions that I think will be very relevant to what this coaching call you will be able to take away from this coaching call. So again, look, I'm telling you, pull out a piece of paper, pull out a pen, and let's start writing. So here's the first quote of the day. Here is the first quote of the day. All right. Now, this has been quoted by Nelson Mandela, Marianne Williamson, the great poet also, I believe. I don't know how to say his name. I think it's spelled like Goeth, and I always say it wrong. But there's another gentleman who added some things in here, and I like how he's done this. And his name is William Hutchinson Murray. William Hutchinson Murray. And you'll know why I like this. I believe you're going to like it too. So just remember, the word is commitment today. All right? Commitment. I've heard John Syatt talk about commitment. We got to get committed. So think about this right here. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Now, I've read this quote before, but has there ever been a more important time in the history of our lives to truly ask ourselves, what are we committed to? Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness, always. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation. Guys, this is about what you want out of your life. This is about your future. This is about all the great things that your most sacred desires concerning all acts of initiative. Whatever you're going to initiate, whatever you want to create, there is one elementary truth. The ignorance which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. Man, this is like gold. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. Let me repeat this. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. What is providence? God, the universe, source, the divine, Father, God, whatever you want to define as, this universe is built to give you everything you desire. And my observation is that this is the great words of, and there's more to this quote, but I want to throw this in here. Les Brown, right? Les Brown, the motivational speaker, Les Brown. I still remember the first time he said it. I didn't get it because I wanted to filter all the reasons why things can't happen, all the reasons why people are going to fail, all the reasons why people can't make it happen. And he said these immortal words. How is none of your business. How is none of your business. And I remember when I heard that, I went, what does he mean? Oh, that's just being, thinking all high and positive and motivating and rah, rah, rah. Really? Is it? Because my observation of my own life is that I can show over and over and over again of examples, and I know you can too, that in areas of your life where you have fully committed, I'm talking unwavering commitment, that discipline is there, creativity is there, then providence moves too. This universe is built to give you every single thing you want. And I am here to tell you that if you don't get clear on what you're committed to, then the plans that you have, the desires of your heart, your most sacred and most important things you want out of your life, if you don't fully commit, you will never receive them. It will not happen. You may say, well, I only want things that I'm certain of. Yep. If we only want things that we're certain of, well, then Microsoft and Bill Gates wouldn't exist, because he was going to Harvard and he dropped out. Steve Jobs never graduated, right? If Warren Buffett knew the answers to every single decision, do you think Jeff Bezos, the richest man on earth, truly knew the answers to everything about Amazon? Well, he started making these grandiose statements and people would mock him, make fun of him. Who's making fun of him now? It's interesting. When one fully commits, let me get back to this quote. We're just getting started here, gang. Here we go. I'm going to read the first part again. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy. We tiptoe into the pool. The chance to draw back. We pull back. We don't fully commit. We don't give it all. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation. Gosh, your goals, your dreams, your plans. There is one elementary truth. The ignorance which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. Most sacred desires, guys. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. And for whatever that is for you, providence, deity, God, universe, source. Oh gosh, so exciting. All sorts of things occur. This is the key here. All sorts of things occur to help one that never otherwise would have occurred. I want you to think about that. All sorts of things start happening. People say, oh, they were lucky. Oh, they got rich because they were just lucky. Really? Were they lucky, or were they committed? And that providence moved too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. All sorts of things. What's happening for people who are committed? Miracles? People go, oh, it's a miracle. Was it? Yes, it was. It was probably a miracle. But that miracle was built on the idea that one committed oneself. It just keeps getting better. A whole stream of events, a whole stream. A stream is like a river, right? It's flowing. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, right? The decision of commitment, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, material assistance, things that you didn't even know you needed come forth. People show up in your life. Situations occur. That's the beauty of commitment. Oh gosh, gives me chills. Meetings and material assistance which no man could have dreamed would come his way. Once you commit, once you fully know what's going on here, gang, once you know the directions of your life, the decision has been made, game over, because one is committed. Discipline, creativity, providence. A trifecta. Think about that. Discipline towards your desire. Creativity to figuring out a way. And third, providence. God, grace, luck. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I don't think it's luck. I think it's commitment. I think it's like you are blaring out to this beautiful universe that we live in, your desires, your commitments, what you truly, truly, truly want. Let me go back to this quote. Whatever you can do or dream can, begin it. Meaning, come on, guys, start. Go for it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. Meaning, begin now to get committed. Begin now to commit to what you want your life to be. Begin now to dream. Begin. Because once one is committed, all unforeseen incidences, anything that you could conceivably need to accomplish your dreams, your goals, and your most sacred desires. You want to sell homes? Commit. You want to make money? Commit. You want to live in a different home? Commit. You want to drive a different car? Commit. Commit. And watch what unfolds for you. Watch. As you are working hard, as you remain disciplined, as you are creative and you think and you ponder, you pray, you analyze, you strategize, and providence takes over too. Providence. You have nothing to fear, gang. Nothing. Don't be down on yourself. You don't have to feel bad. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be feeling like things aren't going to work out for you. It's not true. And that is the reason why I continue to share with you these thoughts about that life is happening for you, not to you. Life is happening for you, not to you. So what's happening for you? Whatever you may believe is of opposition, adversity, is there a positive in that? Is there something to glean from that? Is there something to take away from that? How about a better question? What have I learned through all of this? What have you learned in the midst of everything you're dealing with, gang? What have you learned? I hope you've learned to get committed. I hope you've learned to what are you committed to? So I've got notes here. We haven't gotten to my notes except one quote. We're going to run out of time here. What time is it? We got still about 15 minutes, gang. So look, you got to really ask yourself, what are you committed to? What are you learning? What have you learned over the last 5-6 weeks? What have you learned that you don't want to have happen? Have you learned that people are more important than you thought? Have you learned that maybe your health is more important? Have you learned that your finances and the way you run them is more important? What have you learned in the last 5 weeks? Oh man, if you can just learn and take that away and move it forward, how cool is that? Cool stuff. All right, here we go. Okay, gang. All right, so I want to go back to this quote just one more time. Just want to quote it. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy. Can't tiptoe into the swimming pool. Cannonballs. Full head first. Diving in, taking the world by storm. All one elementary truth, that ignorance kills all countless ideas. Guys, what I'm talking about is the filters. It's the filters that prevent us from getting out. The filters that stop us from making the call. The filters that make us stop us from doing the video and sending it. The filters that take us and say, well, let's point fingers at everything that everyone else is doing that's not right, that should be done different. All of those filters of trying to look good, the filters are trying to point fingers, the fingers of trying to point from the standpoint of all of the fear you have, all the hesitancy you have. You got to get rid of all of that. And what's the antidote to that? Gratitude. Gratitude is the key to getting rid of all fear, all the filters that will prevent you to hesitate, to tiptoe into the pool. No more of that for you. No more. This is about winning the game of life, not just real estate. We're winning at life. And winning is in the details. And this is part of the details, gang. Gratitude, mastering the story. Life is happening for me, not to me. What have I learned from all this? This is perfect because I'm committed. Now go to work. And how do you show your trust in your creator? How do you show your trust in your decision? How do you show your trust in your commitment? It is by the actions that you take. It is stepping forward. It is making the calls, talking to the people, doing whatever you can to find a way. You find a way. Providence. You want revelation? You want to have inspiration? You want to feel like something even outside of you? If God is from within you, it's all in you already. The answers are almost all there. So that's why I talk about getting your center with your heart, your mind and your heart. Your mind and your heart. Let's bring it together. Let's live an extraordinary life. A life, not just business. Come on, guys. A life. Business can help you live an extraordinary life, but that's not all life is about. It's about your family, the family you want to have, the family you need and want to, and you desire, you committing to. It's the family you already have. It's the friends you have. It's the siblings. It's your parents, right? It's your health. So what have you learned? What are you committed to? So here, let's go to my notes before we run out of time. All right, I had written down here. Write this down, guys. I want you just to write down 3 words for me. Write down 3 words. Write this down. Number 1, heal. Healing. Okay, now imagine, I've said this before if you've listened, if you go into the hospital and you've got a cut and you see it, and so let's say it's got dirt in it, maybe it's a road rash. How about that? You cut yourself on the road and you need stitches. What do? They go in there and they clean it so that it can heal. And then that can grow new skin and reattach itself, right? So here's the deal. Write down these 3 words. Clean, heal, grow. Clean it, heal, grow. Clean, heal, grow. Now think about this. Let's just write down now these words I've written down. I want you to write down things you've cleaned, and if you haven't cleaned them, I want you to clean them now. You may say, well, George, what do you mean? You're going to give me some really silly things. I am. And you guys have watched this. If you just do one act, how about this? Write down these things. Are your closets clean? Is your closets clean, or are they clean? Are your closets clean? Think about that. What if every day you just cleaned one closet? All right? Write this down. Is your car clean? Question mark. Is your car clean? Outside, pretty easy. Inside, what a metaphor on the inside. And how we do anything is how we do everything. So what does it look like on the inside? What about the little jockey box or glove compartment or whatever people are calling them nowadays, right? But what about the little jockey boxes? All right, when you open it up, would I be like, whoa, wow, right? How about, have you cleaned your trunk? You may say, George, this is ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous, because there's a message there. If you can't have a clean closet, how are you going to have a clean mind? If you have a clean trunk, can you really have a clean office? I don't know. I do know this, that there's a metaphor there. Clean your closets, clean your car, clean things up. How about this? Do you have a clean garage? You had 5 weeks, gang. We say, well, yeah, but I've been watching Netflix and I'm in this middle of this series. Okay, that's one way to spend your time. But what if you cleaned up your garage? What about just cleaning up your house? What about underneath the sinks? Are those clean? How about just organizing and cleaning? You say, well, George, what's this all about? Are you judging me? No, I'm not judging you. I don't really ultimately care if your closet's dirty or not. But what I do know, there's a metaphor there. And as you clean, it will give you the mindset to clean up your mind, to clean up your heart, to clean up your body. Because as you do so, it will help you live a more extraordinary life. And that is all that I desire for you guys. Guys, I know you're going to make money for your family. I know that you're going to provide for them. I know that money is probably the easiest part of this, but if you clean up everything else in your life, how much more sweet the victory will be as you earn money, as you clean up other areas of your life. Look, my job is to help you and to assist you in focusing on the right stuff. Now, look, I know that you can get things from other people. I know that I don't need to have all these people in regards to, you got all sorts of resources you can go to. So I'm always honored when you would be willing to listen to me and take, maybe just a little bit of wisdom from my own experiences and from all the thousands of agents that I've coached over the years and the hundreds of agents I've recruited over the years and the numerous mistakes I've made personally. Guys, I've got a closet full of t-shirts, been there, done that. Don't do that. You don't need to, right? There's metaphors and how, write this down, right? T. Harv Eker said this, how we do anything is how we do everything. So if your closets are dirty, where else is that showing up in your life? Think about that question. Where else is it showing up in your life? If your closets are dirty, your car is dirty, your garage is dirty, maybe your house is dirty, right? Where else is that showing up in your life? If we want to clean first so that we can then heal and then we grow, I'm telling you, man, there's magic in that. So look, let's get committed to healing. Let's get committed to cleaning. Let's get committed to growing. And it first starts with cleaning things up, right? Cleaning up what you're watching, cleaning up what you're putting into your body, cleaning up maybe it's your office, maybe it's your desk. How about we start cleaning up your SOI? How about we start cleaning all my notes, clean up your SOI? How about we start cleaning up all these things that we can, our lead sources, cleaning up the way we do our business, cleaning up the way and where we prospect, where we make calls, cleaning up the areas so that it's not so chaotic. Clean it up, clean it so you can heal. Guys, each one of us in our lives has had injuries. They've occurred. Life will bring them. Whether it's someone who did something, whether it's a childhood injury, whether it's the story you tell yourself, the meaning that you gave it, the way in which you focus, we've all been injured. We've all been injured, right? This game that people say, oh, no, I haven't been. Come on. We've all been injured. So how are you going to clean it up? How are you going to heal? Every one of us has the privilege to focus on whatever we choose to focus on. I'm challenging you to focus on committing yourself. I'm asking you to commit to cleaning up any area of your life that you can. Can you clean it up all at once? No, but you can clean it. And then the healing begins. We clean up our mind, we clean up our heart. How do we clean up our heart? Is there forgiveness that you need to offer to others who will never apologize? Just outwardly saying to yourself, I forgive them, not out of arrogance, not out of, oh, I'm fine with them. Anyone who says I'm fine means they're not fine. Oh, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm good. That means they're not okay. That means they're not fine. That means there's further conversation that's needed. Simple stuff, but it's true. If you're that person who says, oh no, I'm fine, you know you're not fine. Be honest. Where do you need to clean things up? Is it being more honest? Is it being more forthright? That doesn't mean being more ruthless and mean. That means just simply living in truth for yourself and for others. That means holding on to yourself when you aren't living in your fear, living in your pride, living in your ego. Where the ego, right? It's about what have I achieved? Right? Look at me, what I've achieved. Look at me, look what I have acquired. So achieve meaning what I've done. Look at what I've acquired. And number 3, what will you think of me? That's the ego in a nutshell. I remember when I heard those words from the late Wayne Dyer. He said 3 things. Your ego is driven by, look at me, what I've achieved, and sense of what I've done, and look at what I've acquired, and what will you think of me when this is all said and done? That's your ego speaking. So get clear, clean up your ego. Come to a place of humility. Go to a place of great stewardship and responsibility and gratitude. Come from a deeper sense of where we start healing. We're more kind. We're more loving. We're more gentle. I mean, I have to tell you guys, even today, my wife said to me as we were driving back from this hike, she said these words to me. She said, I really like the new George. I'm like, I've been married for 27 years. What are you talking about? I go, what are you talking about? She's all, you are such a warrior. She's like, it's just fun to see your kindness and to see your gratitude. And I thought, wow. So guys, let me tell you something. I am not here to tell you that I have all this figured out. I would arguably say I may have figured out, and I think you do too. We both do. We're just, look, learning is remembering, like the great Socrates said. We're both trying to figure this out. This is life, and we're trying to improve it. Constant and never-ending improvement. So what are you committed to? Growth or what people think of you? Are you committed to becoming more, or are you committed to what you acquire? Are you committed to having deeper and more memorable and more sacred relationships in your life? Or are you committed to just driving a nicer Mercedes? I don't know. That's for you to decide. But I can tell you this, in the decisions of your life, you need to make deeper commitments. And I'm just simply challenging you on getting truly committed and recognizing that as you clean things up in your life, recognizing that healing will begin to occur when we clear the way. And as that occurs, then massive growth is ahead. Growth emotionally, growth mentally, growth in our relationships, growth within our health and our vitality, growth within our business and the economics. That's what clearing and healing allows to occur, so you can grow, so you can have the extraordinary life that you desire, that has adventure in it. It has joy in it. It has freedom in it. It has liberation in it. It has kindness, gentleness, patience, goodness, and joy in it. Guys, gang, gals, come on, you've got this. Do not mire in the difficulties of the day. Life is happening for you. You may say, well, that's easier for you to say. Hey, guys, I can show you multiple times in my life where I have basically lost everything economically. But the one thing I have learned through all of this is that when one is committed, providence takes over. In my most difficult moments, I lost my commitment. And I have learned that out of the wisdom of the 2008 crash. I learned that in my first few years in real estate. I learned that when I owned another company. I have learned it over and over again. Some of you are like, oh yeah, see, he failed. I know I have failed. And that's the beauty of losing, because you figure out how to win. It's the story I've told for years, and I clap when my son loses baseball. You say, how can you clap and be so rude? And he knows what I mean by this today, is that by losing, he figures out how to win. So if you're like me and you've lost many times in your life, you have failed multiple times in your life, you have failed in regards to many it's relationships. Guys, I have failed many times in my health. I have failed many times in business and in transactions and deals and putting things together. I have failed many a times. But the message I can tell you that I have learned ultimately over these last 5 weeks is I will not waver. I will not waver from my commitment. And I'm challenging you to do the same. And I can promise you that as you do that, your life will be extraordinary. Will there be difficult moments? Yes. But with every difficulty and adversity, greater things will come about for you. Don't even for a second doubt that. Greatness and providence and this universe, grace is right around the corner. So in closing, let's just read the quote one more time for some of you who may have just joined us. Let's just read it one more time. Here we go. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back. Always ineffectiveness. Gosh, we're always ineffective when we're not committed. Can't work when we're not committed. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, your dreams, guys, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. Guys, how many appointments will you set this week? How many deals will you do this week? How many buyers will you put under contract this week? How many contacts? See, the filter starts going. Oh, how can you tell me to put a deal under contract? Commit, commit, commit. When one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, right? The decision, the commitment, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. Begin. Make your bed. Clean your closets. Clean out your car. Clean up your SOI. Clean up your lead sources. Clean things now and allow healing to occur so massive growth can occur. Guys, commitment means everything. Creativity, high discipline, providence, grace. You got this. This is a great day to be alive. This is a great day to learn. This is a great day to become more. Know how grateful I am for you. Truly know that you are a true blessing to my life. I cannot imagine life without the agents. I can imagine life without my closest friends, and I am forever grateful for the things I continue to learn from you, and we continue to grow together, united, inspired, not intimidated upon, not motivated, moved into action, not manhandled, right? Not forced, but free to choose to live an extraordinary life. Have a great day. I know we'll talk soon. Reach out. Love to hear from you. Love to hear your successes. Love to hear your message. And so grateful for you. Have an extraordinary week. Make today and this week everything it can be because you committed. You committed. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.